Alright guys, you got it. We're going to be building an awesome werewolf animatronic. Now this is the second werewolf animatronic that Ed has on the back trail of Haunt House. And this is the 2025 season, and this is the new addition for this portion of the trail. Now the other werewolf that you can see in a separate video, you see a highlight clip at the very end of this content, is a brown furred wolf. Now this is a blood howler werewolf, and this is from Home Accents, and that's I believe from Home Depot. So it's from the 2025 season. Now me and Ed are going to go ahead and build this in just a fun, relaxed time lapse, and it's just very enjoyable. We actually cut the trail short this year, so it actually just goes around the edge of the deck here and just goes straight down the fence line to the back of the property, and then wraps around to the back front portion of the yard. So you picked just a relatively flat space for the werewolf stand to settle onto, and then we'll kind of anchor it with some paver stones and things like that, because we had an insane amount of wind this season, and it absolutely wreaked havoc. I have a friend up in Kernersville, North Carolina, who also does a little haunted house behind their home, and they also stated that the wind was just malicious as far as just knocking stuff over and destroying decor and things like that. So we went ahead and got the feet in position, and then of course we had to put his breeches on. Now these are two like little small pads that kind of bulk out the thighs of the werewolf. So we'll go ahead and put those into position here, and then we'll move on to the next section, which will be the kind of like the spine as well as the upper shoulders of the frame. So once we get the breeches on there, yes, I said breeches. Yeah, I call them breeches usually. So you call me a redneck if you want, I guess, right? You can actually see the wind blowing in the background. How rough is that? Like, it was just so windy. And we would get to working real hard. I would take my jacket off because we got too hot. Then ever so often we slowed down. It's like, oh, got to put my Carhartt back on. Alright, so Ed's getting the next piece of the build here, and this is the kind of upper portion of the body here. This is the frame. It has the animatronic portion on it that kind of moves the arms and the neck and the head and things like that. And of course it has a rib piece as well, so it has like rib sections that kind of like slide down into like pins, and those kind of bulk out the chest as well as kind of like the hip area of the werewolf. So just remember, all these animatronics, they just have like wire and metal piping frames underneath all the fabric. So a lot of times you have to have something over those to kind of bulk out the fabric. And instead of using a bunch of foam or something, which people really don't want to have to hassle with that, it's easier just to use a little bit of wire framing. So sometimes because these are so tall, it is easier just to do like a two-man assist here and putting the shirt and the jacket and things on. It just makes things a little bit more simplistic. And then of course, same as the other werewolf here, this has just a slide-in arm. It has like a little foam sleeve on it, so it kind of bulks that out also. And that way, if the wind starts to blow on it, it's the fabric's not blowing up against like a hard tube, like metal tube angle. It's blowing up against that foam. So it's easier to look in from behind and slide these two pins into their sleeve, which kind of holds them in position. So it's easier to have a little bit of assistance there. You can do it by yourself, but just the hands are a little bit bulky and just kind of long, and it's kind of tough to kind of get it through the fabric and then up into the actual pins for the arms to be held into position. The last step of the process is Ed is going to go ahead and add the blood howler head here. You kind of saw at the very beginning of the video there, and that looks pretty cool. I like how he looks. Usually we're so used to seeing those brown werewolves that it's kind of cool to see just a different shade of fur. And this is a really good addition to the 2025 season of Haunt House. Make sure you check out some of the other awesome decor. There's some great stuff on my haunt list here in Byerly Studios. Of course, you can check out my art videos as well, and we're always making new things. Here is that brown werewolf with that nice buffalo plaid shirt. Oh, he's got ripped up and he's just looking pretty rough, but he is a howler. Pretty cool, right?